Yo, so what is good, YouTube fam? Welcome back to another video. Sorry, let me unbuckle my seat real quick. So, anyways, I want to apologize to you guys because I know I haven't been uploading like I should be uploading. And honestly, I really wish I could, but trying to scale a business and taking care of a family, it takes time, okay? It takes time, it takes money to be doing all these things, and frankly, I'm not at a point right now where I can just outsource someone to video record or anything for me, okay? So that's also why I don't edit none of my videos. But anyways, I don't want to waste any more of your time on that part, so just a quick note. But on this video, I basically want to go over some of the mental aspects of starting a business, okay? Like, because I know deep inside, a lot of us, if not almost everybody, wants to start some type of business, right? Whether it's a brick and mortar business, whether it's your own fitness business, food business, restaurant, Amazon business, or just whatever, clothing business. Everybody wants to start some form of business, but yet probably 90% of us or anybody doesn't. You don't start it, and honestly, we need to dig deep down into why you don't start that business. Because starting a business, it may seem simple. You gather up $500, $1,000, take out a loan, whatever it is, and you start the business itself, right? You go and form your LLC or whatever and get started. But I mean, deep inside, there's more to it than just the financial aspect of it. Because honestly, nowadays, you can really start almost any business with very little money, guys. So I know a lot of you can afford to save up a few bucks and actually start that business. The main part that's really stopping everyone from starting a business is the mental aspect of it. Because like I said, financially, that's not really a hard thing. You could literally start a business right now. You could literally grab your phone, start a social media business or whatever, and literally just go. Just post stuff, go, and boom, you have a business. And frankly, it's gonna take time. But when it comes to the mental aspect of it, the real reason why a lot of you don't want to start your business or you're not starting a business is because you don't do it because you know that if you do it, you're telling, and especially if you let people know that, hey, I'm gonna start this type of business, boom, let's see how it goes. You don't want to deal with the aspect of that. If you end up failing with that business, you don't want to deal with that judgment from other people because you failed that business, okay? Because if you start a business and you put yourself out there that, hey, I'm gonna start this business, you don't want to deal with the judgment that someone's gonna tell you, dang, well, he failed at it or she failed at it. Like, you tried but you failed, and now you're gonna be known as someone who tried and failed, right? But honestly, guys, you really should, you shouldn't let that stop you from starting a business. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to judgment, I mean, honestly, I don't know when's the last time I actually gave a crap about somebody's judgment of me, good or bad. Because honestly, at the end of the day, someone's judgment isn't paying your bills. They're not putting food in your mouth. They're not paying for your kid's school. None of that stuff, okay? If they are, then that's one thing. But if they're not, like for your parents, your neighbors, friends, family, whoever, if they ain't paying your bills, guys, don't even worry about their judgment. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to starting a business, as long as you try and you put your whole 100% into it, that's really all that's going to matter, when you're starting out trying to form a business, okay? You need to get yourself mentally prepared and challenged, because starting a business and going through that journey it can be rough, especially if you're not built for that. Mentally, it can be rough going through these things, going through taking losses on certain things. Like with this Amazon business, I took my fair share of losses already in inventory, where I've had to sell out of stuff for a loss, get some money back. IP complaint here and there, suppliers not being able to fulfill certain orders, so I have to adapt to other forms of sourcing, whether it was doing RA or OA. Things change in a business, and you have to be adaptable. And so some people aren't mentally ready for that. They want to start a business and they want it to run the same way that it runs for the next 10, 20 years. And the fact of the matter is, guys, that business is a constantly changing game. It could change right now, it could change tomorrow, next year. If you look at the past 2 years, something happened in the world that completely changed the business for a lot of people out here. A lot of business went underground because of what happened, but a lot of other businesses went up because of it. So for example, like movies, that business model was getting crushed. Airport business was getting crushed. And so, if you're not mentally ready for those type of losses, then yeah, it's gonna, drag you down. But for others, like in the e-commerce space, it boomed for us because nobody wanted to leave their homes. Everybody was shopping online, so it benefited us dramatically. And so mentally, I mean, obviously you're gonna love that, right? So obviously you're mentally gonna be ready for those type of things. But again, guys, you want to just, going into a business, you want to tell yourself, hey, if I go into this business, what's the worst thing that can happen? And if it does happen, how am I going to handle it, right? Like, how can I deal with it? And if you're okay with dealing with those major losses and dealing with those things, then move forward, guys, okay? Move forward, start it, because honestly, you're going to regret, yourself in, like, when you're in your 60s, 80s, you're going to regret so much not starting this stuff. And yeah, it's just going to be worse than if you did start and, at least you tried, okay? But aside from that, just also don't take judgment from people, guys. Who gives a crap? If they tell you, hey, congrats, then hey, that's what's up. If they tell you, hey, you're a loser, you're not gonna do it, then hey, whatever too. Okay? So yeah. Now I know this is a different format video, and some of you were expecting a sourcing type of thing. And trust me, guys, I'm gonna get to it, okay? But I need a good day where I can just sit down and literally go deep on those type of videos for a good 20-30 minutes and really show you guys how my sourcing methods are. And I just haven't had the chance, and especially with another supplier that I just got into contact with, that happened out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting that, but we're gonna see how that goes, and hopefully with that we'll be able to scale up more and save more time and provide more content for you. But aside from that, guys, this is all I really wanted to say on this video, and hopefully help some of you guys mentally, and just to get a bigger picture of how it is going into a business. Because yes, starting a business is scary. You can lose money, you can lose some things, but just don't risk what you're not willing to lose, and just risk what you are willing to lose. Okay, it's really that simple. And again, like I said, if you're okay dealing with the consequences of failing and just taking all that judgment and stuff and moving forward, then you'll do okay in business. Okay, mentally, okay, you'll do okay. It won't be a big deal. Just as long as you're willing to get past all those hurdles, all those losses, you will come out on top, and you will come out stronger. Okay, but hopefully that motivates some of you guys to get out there, start something, because I get a lot of DMs of people who want to start this Amazon business specifically, and a lot of you really don't. Okay, so you just sit back on the sidelines watching me, watching others make thousands of bucks every single month, and you're just missing out by just sitting and watching. Now, if you're watching it for entertainment, then hey, be my guest. All right, we're here to entertain some of you guys, so that's what we do a little bit. But aside from that, just please start. Hopefully this motivates some of you. And with that being said, guys, I'm out. Gotta go do some stuff right now, and hopefully we can post more later.